Hey, Dave Farmer here. I am going to work on a project today on a shelf I bought from Catholic Charities, maybe 2 years ago. And you see, somebody had basically cleaned it up and took the finish off. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to sand it. Okay, I've started sanding it already, so I'm just going to continue what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is I'm going to sand this front part, and what I'm doing is I'm going to sand on any stains that is on this. And I don't want it too smooth. I'm going to want it smooth so I can run over when I stain it, but I want to give it a little bit of rough looks. I'm going to sand down this. There's a splinter there, but that's the reason why I'm sanding it. I'm going to start sanding down this part first, then sand the bottom part before staining. So I'm going to twist the old sandpaper and just start going away at it. And this is just to give it a smooth look. I don't want too smooth again. I want to look a little rough. I want to get that country look, outdoors type look to it. So I'm doing the other side now. Now this side has, I think, still has a little more stuff on it, the original slack, whatever stated on it, so basically it's going to take me a little bit longer to do. But I think it's going to come out, and do not forget to do the edge part when you're doing here. You want to get a good, even smooth, okay? But people go, well, what about the back? Well, I'm not worried about the back, because this is going against the wall, okay? And that's the main thing, okay? No one's going to see it. And I like the rough look on the back, but anyway, no need to do the back on it, okay? Okay, so we've got mostly all sanded up. Now remember, when you're sanding, there's a lot of dust here, okay? On the table and everything else, okay? But when you're done, see, look at that. See that? That's all that sawdust that comes off from this sanding. So basically you want to give it a good wipe down. Now explain it, it's a little hard to get into these, but I did it from the front side, but here's the other thing also. You get it from the back side. Well, cut them down, makes it a little smaller piece, a little easier to get into, like I said. You want to make it simple. And yes, the papers get a little torn up, but there are no accidents. It made me a little bit of shorter piece so I can get in there and do that job of sanding that out, okay? I'm going to use my Purdue brush that I got from a local hardware store. And I'm going to start painting, and I'm going to start from the top and see how it goes, okay? And I'll show you how this goes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it on and let it dry and then wipe off the excess, because don't want too much on there, but you gotta let it set. So let's give this a little hearty try, shall we? Okay, so I painted it with the stain, with the Rust-Oleum. And right now I'm just letting this set for about a couple of minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to wipe off the excess stain. You see how it looks, okay? And just give you a glimpse. Okay, you see the edge there? I've already did that, and you see how good it looks. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, and I put another layer, and we'll see how it goes, okay? Now I'm wiping away the basically the excess stain, and see how it comes out. Okay, what I'm doing now is I've already painted the stain most of it. And what I'm doing is I'm taking this little cloth here, and I already used a brush and I wiped away the excess, but I'm just kind of going over the bit, getting a little more in, okay? Just to get a little more in to the stain, into the wood, which I've already done. You see the swells are done. And just kind of rub it in and get more and more into it. Sometimes you'll force that stain in there, okay? I mean, I don't want it too dark, but you want to get that stain somewhat a little more foundation, okay? Now, like, well, I got that now. You notice, okay, well, the hearts here on here, like, well, how do I do that? When I want to use a brush, no, when I want to use a brush, I take the same cloth. Yeah, I'm getting stain on my hands, but that's okay. I can wash it off afterwards. Not going to kill me. Well, possibly. Oops. Shoot. A little messy. But I'm going to get in there. Finish cleaning up and wipe off the stain, all the excess stain. So basically now what we're going to do is just clean up all our tools. And just like any good aircraft maintainer, we put away our tools for the next project, so we make sure everything's cleared up the next day so we can start a new one. And this one, starting tomorrow, we're going to put a clear coat on it. So it's the next day. We got our shelf. It's dried now, okay? And so now that it's dried, we're going to put a this on here. This is a pre-stain and wood conditioner, and it's clear. But basically, what I'm using this for, it's to basically it's a clear coat. I use it as a clear coat, and it's going to protect it in case, you know, my all purposes somebody puts a drink on it. Hopefully not. It depends on where I hang it. And I'm not going to apply it with a brush. Okay, what I'm going to apply it with is just this, applied with paper towels. Okay, and again, it's like what I did. I'm rubbing it, the stain in, get it more into the wood so that it gets down there. So I'm going to really start doing, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to apply it, let it set for a little bit, and kind of wipe it off. But basically, it's going to seal this thing and protect it. So let's start, okay? Alright, put that over there. Alright, put this over here. And let's start with the top. Let's start with the easiest, largest portion of it, okay? So we're going to dip the cloth, paper towels, with Dixie brand, whatever, wherever you want to reuse, but alright, so I'm going to start rubbing that in, okay? And rubbing in is basically massaging that stain into the wood that it could hopefully get into, and there's already stain there, but basically it's going to put another layer. Alright, okay, I've let it set, and now I'm going to wipe it off with the dry cloth and wipe that clear stain off just like the other stain. It may be clear, but it's still stained. And so as I'm rubbing it in a circular motion, at the same time I'm wiping it off, but I'm getting that clear base stain into the wood to give it a little bit better look to it. Okay, put a little bit more in there. Okay, done the top. I've let it set up, and it's drying, and it's actually looking good. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's looking a little bit shiny, but not too shiny. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on and do the rest. I do the bottom, and when I do this, you want, especially with these in the corners areas, you want to get as much as possible and get it in there. So I'm sure you got every single area of the shelf covered with this. And that includes inside of the, anything inside, like inside these hearts, get those in there. Get those set up in there. And you just kind of, again, give it a, put it in swirling motion, kind of put a little pressure in there to kind of set that stain in there. Okay, I finished putting that clear stain on, and voila. Pretty nice. And now it's ready to be hung up. I mean, it's stained. A little bit gloss, not too much, but you know, all in all, I think it came out to be a pretty good job. And here's the finished project. As I said before, home projects are a surprise. It came out lighter than I thought, but overall, beautiful. Alright, hope you enjoyed this little how-to video. Have a great day, everyone.